Y'all, the planet of destruction, death, and rebirth is about to enter the building, and a lot of people are feeling the effects right now. We've already seen it with the lawsuit that Cassie filed against Sean P. Diddy Combs. Now, there's been a few other victims who've come forward and also filed charges, both men and women. And accusers are calling out others who may have participated, like Aaron Hall and Harvey Pierre, and religious Goliaths like T.D. Jakes, who was alleged to have participated in F-offs, which, according to Cassie, were parties that had a bunch of male escorts. And now it's being reported that multiple men are set to file charges against Bishop T.D. Jakes for grooming, which means they may have been underage and he used his position to manipulate. And SA, okay? These lawsuits are supposed to be filed within the next 2 weeks. It's also being alleged that there is physical proof that Jakes had encounters with these men via text message and video. Y'all, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, your notification bell, share this video. Also, make sure you are following me on all platforms at DYANAROZAY. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Now, let's get to it. Now, we haven't heard anything more from Christian Keys about the black billionaire movie mogul who touched his goodies, but All the Queen's Men is set to premiere this week, and I will be watching. And Tyler Perry's last post was of him on the shore of some beach watching fireworks for the new year, so he's unbothered. Now let's get to this Lovemere Huntsville tea. Now, LaWanda Denise Scott posted this message a little earlier this morning saying, "I stand with facts, hashtag Lovemere Huntsville." Now, this definitely feels like shots fired at LaWanda's cousin, Kiki. LaWanda got jiggy with it on the reunion stage and sprayed Kiki with her own ish, telling the world that Kiki and her husband have had affairs on each other. Then Kiki went live a little later after the reunion aired and let people know that she had something in store for Tisha. Apparently, there's some big thing that is going to happen on stage, and Kiki is making it seem like people won't be disappointed. Now, a lot of people noticed that LaWanda pulled a Monique Samuels and had a folder with a whole bunch of paperwork in it. People were assuming that it had something to do with Melody and Martell and their custody case. But y'all, that folder was for Kiki. Now, what the hell did Kiki do that would warrant a whole folder? I don't think that Melody has ever brought a folder to the reunion for Martell, but we would understand if she did, right? Now, let's talk about Martell. Now, according to the previews, Melody is going to expose Martell and Sheree weren't in a relationship, which we already knew, so she confirmed it. But Mel may have stopped Martell's bag. He can't go back to RHOA if him and Sheree never had a relationship. But their chemistry was so bad. Y'all remember this New Year's Eve party from last year, 2022? Right before the clock struck midnight, he found Sheree, or Sheree found him. Then Sheree had the nerve to lean her head all the way back like she wanted Martell to kiss her in the mouth, and he wouldn't even do it. Then he ditched her. Right after that, he was partying with everybody else except Sheree. I think he was in the kitchen, actually. But y'all remember Stormy and her husband were at the exact same party. Anyway, Melody's going to call his ass out on stage. Then Martell's going to jump up and do this dramatic runoff where he screams liar at the top of his lungs. Now, someone sent me this video this morning, which I'm unable to play because it does have music attached, but you guys can find it on my IG stories, okay? Follow me on Instagram at DYANAROZAY. Anyway, there's a guy who is screaming at the window to his ex-girlfriend, and he's saying, "I'm sorry, I know you're in there with him. I'm sorry," right? He's super loud, waking up the damn neighborhood, and his mother walks up behind him. And the mother tries to stop him. She's like, "Cut it out. Stop embarrassing your damn self. Let's go." And that's when the guy gets even louder, crying, "What is she doing? She's in there with him." And his mama says, "Well, you had an affair on her, which made her cheat on you." And that's when the dude really falls out. I mean, he hits the ground. He's like throwing a complete tantrum. He starts saying, "Is this his car?" and starts banging on the car. And his mama grabs him by the collar and drags him off, right? Like, have some damn dignity about yourself. Well, this video was liked by no other than Martell Holtz himself. And the irony that he would join the 1.1 million people that like this damn video, but he hit the like button knowing that that's him. And he wrote this lying-ass post talking about he didn't want Melody back just last week. Now let's talk Stormi Steele. Y'all know that LaWanda tried to come for her. LaWanda got low as hell saying, go pop another pill, leaving that out in the atmosphere for anybody to insinuate anything, right? And then she also said that Stormi can't pay her bills. Go ahead and get that TikTok money so that you can catch up on your invoices. So Stormi got online and aired Tisha's ass out. She said, since we talking about owing people, let's get into these facts. You ain't got enough to come at me like that, bitch. Y'all remember she said that to Destiny. Y'all in court right now praying not to lose and have to pay $5 million. But see, the difference with me is at that time, I actually cared not to go that low and take the higher road, especially as it pertains to business. That's the one thing I don't play about and want to see everyone win, especially if they look like me. If you needed to get your lick back for me calling your wife a B, come get it for that. To sit on stage and throw shit at the wall and see what stuck, shit that actually relates to her was absurd. You can't talk about someone owing you money when y'all got lawsuits and people coming forward about y'all scamming them. Not saying it's true, but it's out there. I don't know their situation and wouldn't air it on national TV. But with all that is going on, why is that the smoke you wanted with me? Tables always turn, baby, and I didn't want the karma. God had just delivered me from one of the most trying seasons of my life. I wasn't going there with Tisha. There was so much I could have said, and I wanted to, but I ain't built like that when it comes to business. I couldn't even make myself do that. So Stormi saying she knows some things about Tisha and her business, but she gave her grace. Now, she said that on the stage, too. I gave your ass grace. So y'all let me know what y'all think. LaWanda came armed and ready for Stormi and her cousin, Kiki. I told y'all at the beginning of this video that this is supposed to be the start of the year of truth, and it's supposed to last for like 22 or 23 years. Now, if you believe in astrology, this happens once every 248 years. So this will be the first time in all of our lifetimes. But we are going to see the destruction, the death, the birth of a lot of people, a lot of businesses, a lot of empires. So let me know what y'all think about all of this in the comments, okay? What do you guys think about TD Jakes and everything that is alleged to be coming for him within the next week or so? What do y'all think about Christian Keys staying quiet right now? Just a few weeks ago, he held up a recorder disguised as an ink pen and said that he was going to release information. Now he's not saying anything, and Cat Williams has overtaken the algorithm. What do you guys think that LaWanda has in that folder about Kiki, and how damaging do you think it's going to be? And then what do y'all think about Stormi? I know a lot of people said that they felt Stormi and Tisha's interaction was possibly fake. A lot of people said that Tisha had gotten the questions well ahead of the reunion, so she knew how to fire at Stormi. Do y'all still think it's fake? Because right now, Stormi could say what she wants on social media, but she's choosing not to. She could be saving it for the show, though. And lastly, what do you think about Martell? Do you think that he ran off that reunion stage screaming liar because he realized that Melody had exposed that relationship and possibly created a breach in his contract with RHOA? Because I'm sure they probably offered him some reappearances if things went well. Who knows? You know, Sheree likes to pick up her strays and bring them back to the show. So talk to me about all of that in the comments. And then, of course, y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit your notification. Also, share it. Follow me on all other platforms at DYANAROZAY. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.